This video is to show you how to do the Italian bind off. Now sometimes when you get ready to do the Italian bind off, there are setup rows to make sure that your stitch pattern is in a knit one, purl one repeat. But this as a sample, I already have a knit one, purl one repeat, so I don't need to do setup rows. This is just to show you how to actually work the bind off. The tubular bind off allows your edge, your bind off edge, to look as if the stitches continue on around and gives a nice rounded edge for a good finish. So to start with, you're going to need to cut your tail yarn or your working yarn with at least long enough tail that it goes at least 4 times around the circumference of the edge that you are binding off. I am just going to cut mine nice and long because I know my edge is not very long for the sample, and I'll have plenty to finish it off. You're going to need a tapestry needle, and you'll thread that tail through your tapestry needle. And you'll want to start your bind off with a knit stitch. So here you can see I have my knit one, purl one, knit one, purl one. So you have 2 setup stitches to do before you can start your actual bind off. The first setup stitch on a knit row is going to be passing your tapestry needle through the stitch purlwise, so as if you were purling the stitch, but you're not purling it, you're just pulling it on through. The second setup stitch, you go between the first 2 stitches from the back, bring your needle up the front like this, grab that first leg of the stitch. You do not want the second leg, you just want the first leg of the stitch, and go through it as if you're knitting the stitch. And you'll pull your yarn through. Those are your 2 setups. So you've set both up. You've purled the knit stitch and you've knit the purl stitch. So now you're ready to start with your actual bind off. So on your actual bind off, you're going to knit through the first stitch, sliding it off the needle, skip 1, and go through the second stitch that's now on the needle, which is your second knit stitch row, as if to purl. So you'll go through, knit through the first one, slide it off, and then go through the skip 1 stitch, go through the next stitch as if to purl. Then when you get to your next step, you're going to go through the first stitch on your needle, which is a purl row. You'll go through it as if to purl, go through the back, sliding it off the needle there, then go through the back between the 2 stitches that are on the needle, grab that front leg, and go through that second stitch as if to knit, which is your second purl row. And you'll pull it through. You don't want to over tighten it, but you do want to pull it down to nice and snug. Then you'll just repeat. Go through the first stitch as if to knit, slide it off, skip 1, go through the next stitch as if to purl. Go through the first stitch on the needle as if to purl, slide it off, go through the back between the 2 stitches, grab that front leg, and go through it as if to knit, coming out the back again. First one as if to knit, skip 1, and go through the next as if to purl. Go through it as to purl, go through the back, grab that front leg, and go through it like a knit. This does take a little time to do this step, but as you can see, it's giving a nice rounded edge where the stitches continue on around into the other side. And so it's giving you a nice finished edge there. Go into this one as if to knit. Skip 1, go in the next one as if to purl. I've got my yarn wrapped around my other needle here. There. Go into this one as if to purl, go through the back between the 2 stitches, grab this one as if to knit. I want to go ahead and finish this on around so you can see how I finish it when I come back to my starting point. So this makes a little longer video, but I think I can show you then how I connect the two to the beginning where I started. Now, I am at the end of this first row because I'm working a magic loop. I'm going to pull this around so that all my stitches are on the one needle. So we're ready to go through the back and grab that front leg. Go through it as to purl. Go through the back, grab that front leg as if to knit. Go through the front as if to knit, slide it off, skip one, go to the next, through the next as if to purl, and pull it through. Purl the first, slide it off, grab that front leg from the back. I'm going to have to adjust the yarn on my tapestry needle so my tail isn't getting in the way. You can do this on working flat knitting, on your flat knitting, but this one I'm doing it around because a lot of my patterns I work in the round, and I wanted to show you how I connect it. We're getting down to the last here. This one I didn't pull quite tight. There. Now purl this one. Go through the back as if to purl. As if to knit. Sorry, I'm getting confused there. Go through the front one as if to knit. Now you'll see I'm done. I can skip this stitch, but then I come over to my first cast off here and go through that one as if to purl. That way I'm joining that stitch to that first round that I had cast off, and it gives it a little bit of a finished edge there. Go through this one as if to purl, and once again I don't have the second stitch, but I can come through on the back and connect it back there, and that will pull it on around so that it has the finished edge. Then I'm just going to weave in my ends going down my row of knit stitches here. And going back up the other side. Several stitches. I don't want to pull it too tight, but I do want it to not show. And then I will cut that off. And there you can see we have a nice rounded top edge on that little cuff, which is just a scrap I'm going to throw away, but it gives a nice finish edge, and got rid of my ends as well, except my starting end there. And that's how we do the tubular bind off.